Welcome back to On Point, older male division. James Whitney Stakes this past weekend. Talked about it with Vance on Turf Talk. Honor code, two-time Grade 1 winning male. Definitely to me ascends to the top of his division. But the question on everyone's mind after the Whitney, would American Pharoah have won? I said yes. Vance says no. What do you say?
I would give the edge to American Pharoah. That race was at a mile and an eighth. I think the distance would have favored him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some said, oh, he wouldn't have been able to run with Liam's map. I agree. If he's ding-donging with him, then no, maybe that doesn't work out to his favor, especially actually giving him weight under the conditions of the race. But I think he would have been where, Lee or Noblebird or even Moreno was. Mm-hmm. They all threw in the towel. I don't think American Pharoah would have. And he certainly, under that scenario, gets the jump on honor code in that race. Now, what happens in the Breeders' Cup Classic at a mile and a quarter, completely different. How he gets to that race, also up to some conjecture right now. Travers looks to be the race. I know you want him to be there because you'll be there. What do you think of his preparation over the next couple weeks?
Well, Baffert said he's going to work him on Sunday, and if everything's good in the work and afterwards, make a decision. And I'm fully expecting him to work well and go there. I think part of the excitement is for the Travers is that it'll still be against 3-year-olds. He'll be going a mile and a quarter. Yeah. And, even though he won the Triple Crown, I'm not saying distance is an issue. That's a little bit of a tougher task than a mile and an eighth race, which the Pennsylvania Derby or Awesome Again would be.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, it's I don't want to say an equalizer because some horses just don't get it, so they're never going to be equal at a mile and a quarter. But, yeah, it's our classic distance. It's what the Breeders' Cup is at. We were talking before, to me it's a big reason why Rachel Alexandra probably didn't go in the Travers, and we saw her lose the personal ensign the next year at a mile and a quarter. She went in the Woodward, certainly no shame beating older males as a 3-year-old filly, but for sure that mile and a quarter is a variable. When people think of greatness in races won, that's an extra oomph, a little notch on your belt for sure.
Yeah, and Zayat's never won the Travers, and there's speculation that there might be a kicker involved for winning that race, an extra payout from Ashford from Coolmore, who syndicated him. So that's really like you said. I mean, the track is at Saratoga is a little bit of a deeper, more tiring track, historically, and I know Baffert perhaps has a little bit of reservations given he's only won once in 5 tries, but
with the Haskell winner though.
Yeah, with the Haskell winner, but I mean they really have nothing to worry about. In my eyes, they should take on all comers, and that to me is the next logical step would be the Travers.
Yeah, and I think the element with Saratoga that you just don't get really at any other track is regardless, when you win there, you've earned it. It has a reputation of burying favorites as the graveyard of favorites, and he'll be 1 to 10, but when you win at Saratoga, it's just a little more special because of all the history and upsets that have occurred there. So even though Baffert's hemming and hawing and saying he's not sure yet, I think at this point I think that's his most likely next race.
Yeah, I mean, and otherwise they'll need to sit on him. I don't think they're going to take him to Parks. I think Parks is too small. It's a casino, and I don't think they want to send American Pharoah and everything that goes along with it there. So, the other option is to wait till the last weekend of September, first weekend in October, and I think they're gearing him for a race, and he's going to show up at the Travers.
Yeah, I agree, and you'll show up there as well. Definitely looking forward to your coverage. I know you're looking forward to being there. I had a blast at the Haskell. But in the meantime, we'll talk about the Arlington Million in our next episode, and plenty of great racing Pacific Classic next week. So keep it tuned on Point throughout the Breeders' Cup season.